problem with becoming synonymous with doing outrageous things online in the pursuit of success is that once you've set that precedent, you need to keep upping the ante. And as the public becomes aware of your antics, then that notoriety is going to follow you. So what you might have once thought as just a stupid stunt you did when you were younger might come to be what the public knows you as, leaving their perception locked in place. And if you team all that pressure with an individual who is stuck in a rut of his own bad decisions, then you begin to understand the circumstances that this faltering content creator finds himself in.
What's up? It's Jumanne. I'm about to overdraft my bank account to go to the casino. I just lost $280. All right, so y'all can laugh. Y'all can laugh if you want. Y'all can laugh if you want.
Because not only is he not where he wants to be in his life, even after sharing it with the world, it's difficult to envision there's any way he can make it out as a success.
I'm 30 years old. I'm sleeping on the floor. I don't have a car. I'm waiting for the bus. My life is just not together. I'm a bum.
It's 100% my fault. You know, there's no question on whether or not if I need to get some help. I obviously don't have enough self-control to manage my life.
It's your boy Louaista, and this is the bizarre fate of Jumanne, the infamous Subway Clout Chaser. If you're not one of the people who regularly tunes into his videos, let me first clarify who Jumanne Clary is, and why he's become one of the most bizarre characters the internet has to offer. An aspiring rapper, the Rhode Island native worked everywhere, but never exactly excelled anywhere. In fact, he had 30+ jobs while chasing his dreams of stardom on the side. But that wouldn't be enough to earn him the 55K strong following on TikTok and the millions of views that he's pulled in across all his viral clips over the years. Instead, that all began with a plot to get on the radar by any means necessary. Moving into his third decade without obtaining the kind of buzz that he aspired to, Jumanne was at the end of his tether.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do as far as in the videos that I do at Subway. They're definitely gonna be controversial. They're gonna be pretty disgusting. They're gonna be out of my character. Everything that I'm gonna be doing is for publicity. I owe myself an apology for even allowing my life to get to this point where, you know, I result into controversy, thinking that, you know, I'm gonna become famous and that's how I'm gonna get rich.
Given that he was trying to make waves in the internet space of the mid-2010s, he knew that there was one thing that people latched onto more than anything else, and that was crazy clout-chasing behavior. So with that, he began to take drastic action, beginning with a video during his time working for CVS, where he stormed into a Rite Aid and smashed the place up.
We don't support none of this shit right here.
When that got a little buzz, he then tried to latch on to celebrity deaths such as that of Pop Smoke, only to then apologize for his behavior and for making it all about him.
Hey, rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
I want to apologize to Pop Smoke. I want to apologize to Pop Smoke's mother. I want to apologize to Pop Smoke's brother. And I also want to apologize to the black community. I was wrong for what I've done. I've been making poor choices in my life, and there's no excuse. You know, I have to take responsibility. I genuinely want to apologize and let everyone know that I'm sorry.
While these videos certainly did the rounds online, they did little to advance his career of the man behind them. A rapper who certainly has some talent, but not all the other intangibles it takes to be a star. I'm gonna be real, his skill at rapping is tragic. He's likely the best person of those around him, and he may even be good enough to develop a small fan base, but he's not good enough to really make it. Sensing that his options were running out, Jumanne hatched a plan to do something people couldn't ignore. The only problem was that it didn't exactly make anyone want to support him, and instead, it left them disgusted. You see it a lot in movies, where someone is rude to a fast food worker or a waiter in a restaurant, and to get revenge, they decide to mess with their food. But you always like to think that it doesn't really happen. However, with a series of heavily watermarked videos, Jumanne was about to use his last gasps as a Subway employee to horrify the world. All the while, he did so in a vain attempt to get Meek Mill of all people to pull him out of the trenches and give him a contract.
At Meek Mill. Tell Meek Mill to sign me the at Meek Mill. Let him know. I'm trying to get signed to Dream Chaser. For this Subway all of this Subway bro. At Meek Mill, man. Let him know. I'm trying to sign the Dream Chaser, bro. as far as with me, just a little bit about myself, you know what I'm saying? My name is Jumanne. I'm 28, from Providence, Rhode Island. I've been putting out music videos since I was 17, but you know, I'm in a position where like, you know, like I ain't make it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm about to be 30, you know what I'm saying? And it don't look like I'm gonna make it.
In footage that left the internet horrified, Jumanne could be seen walking on the food. While in another clip, he went as far as placing the deli meats on the toilet.
I don't know how I got to this point in my life.
Among all the disgust this caused in the general population, Subway confirmed to Newsweek that the independent franchise owner of the Rhode Island restaurant had fired Jumanne. Subway and our network of franchises take health and food safety extremely seriously and don't condone any of the behavior that violates our strict policies in these areas. Subway told the magazine at the time, ensuring he would never work with one of their stores ever again. The news actually did get him on a rap radio station, but not in the capacity that he probably hoped for. Instead, he got clowned by Charlemagne, who labeled him the donkey of the day for his short-sighted behavior.
If you're trying to get a record deal, if you know, trying to sign to Dream Chasers, where's the music? Where the raps? Or the singing? What about that video, okay? What about the video you posted would make Meek Mill want to sign you to Dream Chasers? Young King, I really want you to know, who would employ you after seeing that video? I just want you to ask yourself that question. Don't get it confused. Signing to Dream Chasers would be a job, okay? Your dream job, clearly, but a job nonetheless. But why would anyone employ you when they see how you act at your places of employment? See, what you do with a little is exactly what you will do with a lot.
And as for the rest of the world, they just remained baffled as to what he could ever hope to achieve with this conduct, other than getting blacklisted from every place of business on earth. This is definitely one of the more interesting things to do for clout. One of those instances where it's just so sad it's funny. Hopefully this guy figures things out though. I gotta swallow my pride. I gotta do whatever I gotta do to put myself in a better position. My guy, that would start with not sabotaging every damn job you get. When asked for a comment about it all by Newsweek, Jumanne seemed aware it wasn't his finest hour. I did some grimy stuff I should have never done. I could be better, and I want to be better. There's gonna be consequences for that, even some legal consequences. Jumanne said about his Subway videos, I gotta get in the right state of mind to put in the work to be able to capitalize off the controversy that I created. And at every turn, he said he saw it as a means to an end.
All of this clout chasing is temporary, bro. Deadass. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to be doing none of this.
But if you've been following Jumanne ever since, you know that he's never truly managed to do that, self-sabotaging himself at every step of the way. Yet, with his back against the wall, he saw his future on platforms like YouTube, rather than by working a dead-end job.
Still struggling. Got all my clothes in a suitcase, sleeping on a blow-up bed. Can't afford to quit my job, but at the same time, my job is never gonna get me out of this situation right here. So kind of don't need my job. I need to find something that is more beneficial, and that something for me is being a content creator. I've made controversial decisions before with going in the stores, knocking things off shelves. You know, I went viral. It didn't benefit me the way that I needed it to in order for me to, you know, pursue a career as a full-time content creator.
Despite the fact that what he did was despicable, Jumanne suggested it didn't represent his true self.
Yeah, I think that's really it. I just can't believe how much I changed as a person over the last, 10 years, especially the last 5 to 6 years. I've changed so much. I can't picture myself like if the younger me knew like everything that I'm doing just for publicity, like kind of wrap my head around that. I know this is not who I am, but a lot of people might think this is who I am. Yeah, I think that's it. There's no reason to stretch this video.
But rather than being the stepping stone he hoped for, it ultimately only limited his prospects. And even in his initial apology to Subway, Jumanne actually foretold that he was going to create problems for himself.
I just know the things that I'm considering of doing, like, it's gonna ruin my reputation. My reputation is already bad, and it's getting harder and harder for me to get a job. Not that I want a job, because I don't, but the fact that I need one, it's getting harder.
And years on, that's exactly what he's done, leaving him stuck in a life that he feels is unfit for him and his goals. So what has Jumanne been doing in the years since he got his biggest viral moment via needless clout chasing? Well, the answer is doing exactly what he was doing before. At every turn, his resume has expanded with jobs ranging from doing maintenance at hotels to stacking shelves at Dollar Tree and more. But what his original videos didn't exactly explain is that there's a demon on Jumanne's back, and that is his addiction to gambling. And for those who watch his content, they have come to realize it is that self-destructive habit which ensures that he's trapped to doing the same thing on a day-to-day basis.
I've had more jobs than most people my age, because if you had more jobs than me, that's a problem. Like, why would you? Like, I've had more than 30 jobs throughout my life, and I'm 30. I need to stop gambling, because really my problem is gambling. Before I do anything, I need to stop gambling, because it doesn't matter what job I get, I'm just gonna take my paycheck and donate it to the casino.
But through it all, he insists he doesn't want to work a full-time job, instead looking to make cash through content creation.
I was working at a Motel 6, and I just quit the job because there was a chance that I was probably gonna end up getting fired anyways. Long story short, I got caught sleeping in the motel.
Yet, with an inability to truly garner an audience that'll allow him to quit the job market, he continually holds on to them for a short period of time before either quitting or being fired. And as he's learned, that happens a lot, as his past deeds and ill-gotten internet notoriety are following him.
Person recognizes me and then essentially ends up snitching on me to everyone else. It just creates a bad atmosphere for me.
And to say that he gets frustrated when he finds himself residing in the same circumstances that he started in would be an understatement.
It's closed right now, but that's the Dollar Tree I work at. Yeah, I have no idea like where I'm headed in life. I'm more concerned than ever as far as in like my future. Just, you know, I'm about to be 30, you know, and I'm nowhere near having my life together, and I should be doing a lot better. I have 2 jobs. I've been making the most money I've ever made in my life. I cut my hours back. I was working 70 plus hours. I'm not gonna get into all of that. You know, it's a blessing for me to even have a job after all of everything I've done on the internet, all of the controversial stuff.
Still, he remains in this Groundhog Day, bringing his long-suffering but morbidly fascinated followers along for the ride. If you're wondering what Jumanne's life as a gambling addict looks like, let me break it down. First, he gets off of his 9 to 5. Then he takes whatever little money he's got left and brings it straight to the casino, heading right to his go-to game, roulette. He repeats the process until he gets a rare win or loses it all. In the process, he has segued from focusing on rap to locking in as a gambling content creator. But it seems to fans like this is just an excuse for him to spend more time at the casino than he could justify otherwise.
I'd rather continue doing this because I look at the analytics, and regardless of the people that tell me don't gamble, the analytics don't lie. The numbers is telling me people are watching this kind of content.
In the process, he has lost a whole lot of money, and the true shock is the limits he goes to just to feed his addiction, essentially creating debts and financial deficits purely to return to the roulette table.
I'm taking my credit cards and I'm gonna go to Apple, get an iPad, then take that iPad and bring it to the pawn shop for cash to go back to the casino. So this is the iPad Pro I'm gonna get. It's gonna be a little bit more than $1,000 after taxes. Now, I've been coming to this pawn shop for about 10 years, since I started gambling, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if I get $250 for this. If they offer me $200, that's gonna be flat out disrespectful. But yeah, I got the $300. So let's go to the casino and let's see what happens.
With Jumanne taking a loss of hundreds before he even goes to the tables, it's not a surprise that he had to prematurely take his braces off, purely because he'd squandered the money to pay for them.
I could have still kept my braces, but I was gambling, so. About to go get my braces removed. Definitely not happy about it. I knew better for the most part, and I still didn't do better. So I'm the only one that can blame. I'm glad that I even had the opportunity to get my braces. The fact that I even had braces is progression in itself. I got a decent job, and you know, there was an opportunity for me to get braces, and I took that opportunity. Didn't keep the job. In result, well, I could have still kept my braces, but I was gambling. So I'm not sure where I go from here. You know, got my braces taken off. I'm hoping to be able to get braces again within the next 1 to 2 years. That depends on how much money I'm making on YouTube, social media. This is it for me. Like, this is gonna have to work, or I don't know.
And while this could be a valid hustle, if he was liable to win a whole host of cash, he fundamentally was bad at it.
Before I go to the casino, I came to the bank because I want to deposit $50. My bank account's currently overdrafted $221, so I'm gonna do that before I go to the casino.
But running a less than elaborate scam with iPads isn't the only way he gets money aside from his job. Alongside what little revenue he gets from AdSense on YouTube, he also receives donations from fans. And while he should be avoiding the casino or seeking help, it seems that his audiences are savoring every bad decision he makes. Gotta keep gambling, man, you'll hit it big soon, I know it. One day, intent on changing his life 1 minute and then setting himself back again the next, Jumanne's journey is a difficult one to imagine. And to some of those who truly want to see him win, his fans who relish the woes he experiences are part of the problem. Because rather than having a genuine support system, he has all of these people who love to see him suffer. Clearly, the guy is very lonely and has no friends, which probably explains his repeat behavior of debauchery and pessimism. Bro has no one looking out for him IRL, just comments from fans who are only entertained by his life sinking further and further. A solid girlfriend or friend would do him a world of favors, and that's probably not happening anytime soon. Sadly for Jumanne, this isn't just a theory. In fact, his profound loneliness is something that has shown through in recent years, and these days, it's leading to some really creepy behavior that has made what little sympathy he gets from the general public only decrease. Over time, Jumanne has discussed his persistent issues with women, even eventually describing himself as an incel.
It hurts, bro, because she's not the only girl, bro. Why did I decide to do this? Why am I crashing out like this? I've been hurt, and I've been hurt for years. From every girl that I've pursued and talked to, it was all the same results. Like, and I try to do things differently with different women, and I found myself continuing to get the same results. Women never really care for my emotions as a man. Like, as men, it's like you can't be emotional, you can't be vulnerable. Yes, I'm an emotional guy, but I'm also very masculine too. I'm not soft. I will hurt you. Like, if I have to say this, like, I come from the streets. Like, if it really comes down to that, I'm that kind of guy. I'm also very sensitive. I'm also, like, with women, I don't want to be aggressive with women. With women, I'm just very, very soft, and with men, if I have to, it could be a do or die type of situation. It could be like a lethal situation. Women probably date. I don't think women can see that. Not with me. If it made a difference, like, every girl that I ever, like, tried to, like, be, like, nice with, I felt like they just took my kindness for weakness or something. Like, yo, I'm not. Don't think I'm just soft, because I'm not. In any room I walk into, I match people's energy. I will never be the softest guy in any room. I don't care. When you're a guy that really wants to, like, just be a good guy, and like, again, I'm willing to go get a third job for you. I'm willing to go get a better job. I'm willing to do things to better your life. Like, I just want to make you happy. If you're a girl and I perceive you to be you're not just a girl that I just want to hang out, like, just have a one night stand. Like, no, I'm willing to make real changes in my life for you, and you can't even give me an explanation on why you're not interested in me. You kind of respond to me, or you seem somewhat interested. It hurts, bro. It hurts, bro. Because she's not the only girl, bro. That's it, bro.
Because while he has little success with women, it's not for a lack of lust. On one occasion, he even admitted that he slept with a prostitute while working at a hotel job that he lost soon after.
Working at this Motel 6 as a night auditor, I just made a very similar choice. It was unexpected for me, but you know, I'm just a real broken person. I have a lot of strong insecurities, low self-esteem, while at work to essentially pay a woman to have sex with her, and you know, there was a language barrier between me and this woman, so she was using Google Translator, and I kind of don't even know where to start. But I'm just kind of really confessing my emotions and just how I feel, because in the process of it, I was excited. It was very interesting, because, you know, I don't really get too much attention for females, and when I think about the choice that I made, it wasn't really just about sex. It was about, you know, wanting to feel accepted by women.
But while this shocked some people, it wasn't as bad as when he used what platform he had left to begin shooting his shot at his exes.
This is really my ex-girlfriend. Listen, if I'm lying about her being my ex-girlfriend, I will delete all my videos, all my social media. Jumanne trying to get you back. Jumanne needs you back. And I'm dead ass serious too. Like, I really need my girl back, bro.
Over the course of a few months, he basically asked his fans to harass her, only for him to eventually concede that she wasn't entertaining his advances.
Do y'all find this entertaining? Nah, she didn't text me back, bro. I texted her. Oh, you reached out to her? I appreciate it.
Yeah, I had
you
a
hit her up on TikTok or Instagram?
on both. Just for you.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, she don't want me, bro. She don't want me back, bro. It's over.
Bro, she wants you.
Bro, trolling me. Nah, bro, it's over, bro. It's over. Cause I know her, bro. She would have been responded. As soon as she saw that video, she would have hit me up like, Jumanne, what the hell's wrong with you? She didn't even do that. That's what's crazy though. She didn't even cuss me out. I thought she was gonna do that.
And once again, he refused to learn from his unforced errors, doxing another woman that he went to high school with.
So her name's Natalie. I downloaded Facebook. I don't know why. I don't even be on Facebook anymore. But I inboxed her. You know, I said, hey, what's up? If you need anything, let me know. What's your Cash App? So Natalie, you know, me and her go back since high school. And, you know, she been ignoring me for 15 years. Why? I don't know, bro. But I need all my supporters to help me get her back, bro. I need her to respond. She been ignoring me for 15 years, and I need her to respond. We're gonna go through her Facebook, right? She doesn't have a lot of friends. Her name's Natalie Rosario on Facebook.
And even after it backfired, Jumanne was more focused on the views it got him, with no concern over what it would do to her.
I go on Facebook to see if she actually deleted. She deleted her picture. She changed her name. And I'm like, okay, so she's definitely, it's got to her, like, right? I didn't, like, to me, I'm like, I know people are gonna reach out, but I don't know. I'm still, you know, when you look at this video, the engagement that this video has gotten is number one right now within the last day and 3 hours, right? For me. So it's getting more engagement from all my other videos. Did I think it was gonna do that? Yes.
But after he realized she literally had to delete her social media accounts, he later apologized.
I just have to take accountability, and that's all I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? There's not much else I could try to do other than that. So I clearly have a lot of problems, and a lot of these, the way that I am is I developed like this over time. But you know, I've always kind of been very like unstable. So that plays a big part in why I have the problems that I do socially. You know, people can see that, you know.
Despite his toxic behavior, Jumanne is still of the belief that his come up is faded. Recently, he's even reached out to streamers to attempt to boost his profile.
Anyone that's a streamer, content creator, rapper that's willing to put me on. I need someone that's famous. I need a cosign. I need someone that could co-sign me so I can monetize myself through their audience, their following. I want to make $20,000 a month.
But even though he insisted he wasn't owed anything, he still won't do anything to change the circumstances he's facing. Whether that would be seeking a real career that would fulfill him, or even getting consistent with his posting. Instead, it all falls away in favor of constantly chasing the easy dopamine hit of gambling. If there was one major flaw that has unfortunately defined Jumanne's adult existence and time in the public eye, it's that he's always seeking shortcuts to the good life, but only winds up deepening his despair in the process. And while he once thought it was the ticket to fame, the recklessness that defines him is keeping him trapped. As a result, he either has the world's sympathy or their disdain for his refusal to push through and truly make a difference. It's even sadder when someone is fully aware of their behavior and still chooses not to change. Still spiraling long after he hoped to be a success, Jumanne has resorted to basically begging the world to help him out of a financial hole.
But if y'all really don't want me to continue to go viral, because I will continue to go viral. I'm at the casino right now. I lost $2,000, and that ain't no one's fault but my own. At the same time, I'm recording this video to ask for help. I'm asking for help for anyone that is in a position. I know I got a bad reputation. I went viral numerous times for doing all of the wrong things. If there's anyone that watches my content that is a content creator, a streamer, I know that there's people familiar of me. I don't want to continue on the path of the controversial viral videos, but gambling is what got me into being as compulsive as I am. Like, I could sit here and cry right now. Like I said, I lost $2,000, and that's just what's making me feel the way that I currently feel right now. And I don't have nothing to lose. I'm at the point where I'm just considering going viral because everything that I'm doing right now, I'm progressing, but it's happening too slow for me. The only thing that's gonna work for me is being a content creator. I can't continue to work a job. All my supporters, followers, at whoever, it could be Aiden Ross. If y'all really don't want me to continue to go viral, I'm talking about going in the stores, knocking things off the shelves. I wasn't lying when I said I'm gonna clout chase my way to the top. It's not what I wanted to do, but at the end of the day, I can't continue to be on this path that I'm on. I'm exhausted, and I just feel like I'm running out of time. Please though, like, I'm on some like real, like if there's anyone there that could really help me as a content creator, I really would appreciate it.
All the while, lashing out at trolls who refuse to let him live.
When I start talking about you, When I talk about you as a troll, as somebody that just wants attention, that you just criticize me in these little group chats and these little discords and these Reddits, you need help. You need help because I have a whole bunch of followers and you think you're gonna make a whole bunch of friends by criticizing me because there's a whole bunch of people that are criticizing me and you're trying to make friends. You're looking for validation, goofy. You are the one that you probably need more help than me.
For all that he has his issues, he does seem to have genuine support.
I watch your TikToks, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
Can I get a picture with you, man?
Huh? I'm recording a vlog right now.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
You good? You good, bro?
Can I get a picture with you, though?
You want to get in this vlog?
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
What's up, man?
Hey, man. All right, shout out to man. I'm just chilling right through the city.
Meanwhile, he knows that there are some real flaws that need to be attended to if he is to ever succeed.
A lot of people gonna laugh at me, and you know what? I put myself in the circumstances that I'm in. It's 100% my fault. There's no question on whether or not if I need to get some help. I obviously don't have enough self-control to manage my life. And there's been times where I thought I could do it, and I know I have the potential to be better, but I haven't shown that. I haven't shown it in the last 10, 15 years. I'm like throughout my whole life, you know what I mean? So I appreciate the people that support me.
But at the moment, his impulse control means that even when he's got the handout he asked for, Jumanne squandered it.
I hate being in the position that I'm in. At the time of that recording, I don't regret recording that video, as embarrassing as it is. Somebody reached out to me and gave me $5,000 to pay off all my credit card debt. I took that money, I paid off most of my debt, but I eventually gambled whatever, it was like $2,000 left out of the $5,000. And then I would eventually get back into credit card debt, which I was only like in, let's say, $1,000 debt that I didn't pay off. And that's crazy. Somebody sent me $5,000 because of that when I recorded that video.
And sure enough, the cycle commenced once more.
I don't get paid from YouTube for like another 3 weeks. So all of this debt, all of this credit card debt that I have, and it's basically the only reason why I'm showing all of this is because I'm not able to pay any of this right now.
But no matter what he tries, he knows that he's regularly wronged those who are trying to help him, and ultimately appreciates the fact that they are sticking by him even while he's basically incapable of altering his ways.
I just want to apologize. I don't know if you still watch my content, but if you do, just want to apologize to you, and I want to apologize to myself, and then I want to apologize to all my supporters that's been supporting me and believing in me on doing the right thing. And one day I'm just gonna support me unconditionally. Right now, I do not deserve to be supported unconditionally. I just want to clarify that. That's obvious. I believe in unconditional support.
With Jumanne struggling just as much as ever, the man most people know as simply the Subway Clout Chaser has backed himself into a corner where he is only regarded as a figure worthy of mockery or pity, rather with any kind of positive outlook.
Here's a video idea.
Niggas gonna keep trolling you, bro. I don't
You
care.
can buy some baby oil up,
Bro.
start stroking it right in the eye.
Bro. You see? See? That's it. See? He ain't gonna listen.
And sometimes he looks like he wishes he never embarked upon his journey towards online fame in the first place.
This is crazy, bro. I mean, I know this is what I signed up for when I did all of the goofy stuff I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I can only be mad at myself, bro, because I signed up for this, bro. But, like, I'm trying to sign out. Like, where can I unsubscribe to the goofy? Like, I need to unsubscribe to this. Is there any way out of this, or am I in this for the rest of my life? Is like this, like, what do I got to do for people to take me serious, bro? Because this is, I don't want to sign up for this no more, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Left with seemingly no way out of his predicament without real change to his lifestyle, he is left retracing his old mistakes, gambling his paychecks from content creation in their entirety.
I thought I won like a couple $100, like $200 or $300. No, you could do the math when you look at, you watch the video. I only won $25, bro.
But it's hard to say where the progression lies or where he goes from here. Granted, if his decision to document his incredibly sorrow-filled life could lead to a historic come-up story or tale of triumph over adversity if he should ever make it out of this. But if not, his social media footprints will be a testament to how much you can be defined by misguided decisions made in pursuit of fame.